What's going on, guys? It's Biohazard Candy Kid here, coming at you with another great video. I was actually doing this video just not long ago, but I ran out of storage on my phone. So, what I was talking about when I was doing this video was cameras and microphones. And I was talking about how everybody has one, okay? Everybody has, some type of a recording device that can record video and audio and also take pictures, okay? I don't know why I'm squinting when the sun is behind me. I guess because there's a white background and the sun kind of reflects on the white background, so, it makes you squint. I don't know. And the sun's very bright today. It's raining. It's been raining here, and it's been great, and stuff like that. So, oh jeez, God. So, again, what I was saying, and stuff like that, what I was basically talking about is everybody needs to expose evil, one camera, okay, and one microphone at a time, okay? And what do I mean by that? Say you're in your neighborhood, and you see something that is evil, that, and you see something that is evil. You see someone committing an act of evil. Someone's sinning. You see a sinner. Or here, let me say it this way. Say you're in your neighborhood. You come out of your house, and you see another human being evil, being a sinner. Record it, videotape it. Record it with your microphone, take out your camera and take a picture, take a video, more or less a video, and then, get the audio, video, whatever. And then share it with the whole entire world. Put it on the internet, but then also put it on a flash drive so you can give it out to people. Put it on their computers, because everyone still has a little flash drive port to put those USB sticks. That way, they see it, they know who it is, and then they can deal with that person. You can all deal with it. You can prevent them from sinning again. You can prevent them from doing any other acts of evil. Now, I'm going to get into detail. If someone's walking down the street, and you just happen to see them walking down the street because they're taking a walk, they're getting some exercise by walking, and you say that's evil because you just hate people walking, well, see, that's not evil. That's not evil. That's not a sin. That's actually healthy. It's exercise. So don't do that. Don't be that person who is an evil person who says everything is evil except for this, this, and this. No. But if you see someone who has a dog and, they're letting that dog just attack anyone because they can, because they have freedom of choice, because they have freedom, well then, yeah, that's an act of evil. So you need to take care of them. You need to expose them. You need to record it. And you need to spread it out there and say, hey, look, this person is having their dog attack everyone for no reason, just attack, because they like it, makes them feel good, whatever, because they can. Because if we just let humans have their dog, if we just let humans, do that, well, then we have an out-of-order society. And I'm not saying that we should have, like in England, oh, you can't get a pet, you can't get a dog unless you've done 2 weeks of training first. You can't buy one. In England, they are, evil because they don't allow you to buy a dog unless you've done 2 weeks of animal training. No. I'm not calling for that. What I'm calling for is not having people do evil things with their animals. If you see someone taking people's animals out from the neighborhood and killing them, we need to stop that. That's not cool. And I'm talking about dogs and cats, mice and rats and guinea pigs. Animals you have at home as pets. I'm not talking about the person who they actually go buy a pig and then they kill it and they cook it at home because they eat pigs. I'm not talking about because they eat pork. I'm not talking about that. And also, yes, we don't want people going and stealing animals from farmers and killing them just to kill them. No, we don't want that either. Thou shalt not kill. One of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not commit murder. We don't want murderous people. If you see someone murdering in your neighborhood, you need to expose them. They don't need to be arrested. They don't need to be put in jail. No, they don't. They need to be murdered by the justice. I'm not saying, and I know I said murdered, but they need to be put in on the wall, and they need to be televised and need to be shot. Why? Because when people see that, okay, it instills fear in them, but no, not really. What it does is it does something psychologically to the human brain. It says, hey, I need to not do that because one, I'm afraid of death and I don't want to die. So even though I say I don't care about death, but really I do. So let me not do that. Because what prevents people from drinking and driving? What prevents? What stops people from drinking and driving? People who have gotten killed in accidents. That's what prevents people. When you see on the TV, on the internet, in the newspaper, outside, as you walk outside your house and you see it right on the corner street or just on the street, when you see someone has gotten killed because they were drinking and driving, it prevents you from doing that because you're like, you know what? That evil thing that person did got them killed. I don't want to get killed. I'm afraid of death, so I'm not going to drink and drive. I'm not going to drink at all. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm not going to start drinking alcohol. I will just drink water. Because I remember in high school, at my high school, when they used to have talks, they used to bring someone who was part of the police department or part of the medical department. They used to bring specialists, and they used to bring this big old truck with a wrecked car, and they used to talk about the dangers of drinking and driving, which is an evil thing. Drinking is evil. I don't care if people say, well, in the Bible it says it's okay to drink, and as long as you're not a drunkard. I know that, but you know what? Okay, God created everything. God, says go ahead. You have freedom. But that doesn't mean it's good. Alcohol kills your brain cells. Alcohol destroys you. It will kill you faster than you can blink. Cigarettes, drugs. You have freedom to take that. That's your choice. You want to kill yourself? Go ahead. But it's funny how you do that when you are afraid of death. I'm not afraid of death. And yes, I actually am not afraid of death. I'm not like one of those guys who is like, well, you know what? I'm going to go murder a whole bunch of people. I don't care if I get the death penalty because I'm not afraid. I'm not one of those. I'm not afraid to die a natural death. I'm not afraid. because I know that I have a time when I will go that was set by God. And I know that God is with me, and He is guiding me, and He is helping me out. You should only have fear in God. You shouldn't have fear in anything else. Have no fear but fear of God. And all of you people who claim that you're religious, that you believe in a God, whatever, that are fake, stop it. Because you guys are just total nonsense, bogus fucks who don't know anything. And you don't know that you don't know. Yeah. So expose evil, one camera, one microphone at a time. If you're out and about in the city and you see something that is evil, that is a sin, like someone committing a murder, someone committing an act of crime. For instance, because, the place I work at, I see crimes committed every single day by homeless people. And by normal people, too. Homeless and not homeless. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire. It doesn't matter if you're homeless and poor. It doesn't matter. Because billionaires commit acts of evil, homeless people commit acts of evil, people in the middle commit acts of evil. I mostly see it from those who are truly evil. I mostly see it from homeless people. They come and they steal. Then they try to cause fights. Oh, well, you don't know their life story. Well, they're mental. Well, this and that. It doesn't matter. Because if I was that way, if I had a life that was negative, I wouldn't act that way. I would actually, first of all, my problems would stay on me, and I would just get a job. I would get my driver's license. I would get a car. I wouldn't steal. I wouldn't fight people. I would fight myself. So I get rid of the stuff that's inside of me. I would fix myself. I wouldn't go to some grocery store, some convenience store, and go steal from that place. I wouldn't do that. I would find ways to make money. In this day and age, we have cell phones. You can make money using your cell phone. Homeless people have cell phones. There are some homeless people who even have laptops, cheap laptops that maybe someone gave them that may have been 5 years old, 3 years old, and they go to internet hotspots and they do shit on them. Freaking homeless people have bicycles, and they know how to work on them. They fix on their own bicycles. They go buy the parts. And how do they get the money? Well, either by drugs or they just maybe buy lotto tickets at some place, $1 lotto tickets, and maybe get $10 back and go buy a $10 tube. Being homeless today is ridiculous. Because you can literally just make money with a cell phone. Homeless people have cell phones, for God's sakes. This is not 1920s, 1980s. It's just they choose to be evil. They choose to continue to be that stupid homeless person. Just like, those, I don't even have to say billionaires. I can just say, even middle class people. They choose to be evil. Sinners. I have a disability over here, and look what I'm doing. I work, have my driver's license, do a YouTube channel, I have friends, I make money with my job. This business I'm trying to build is making me money. It's going to make me money. I'm trying to come up with logos. Shit. And all the rest of you are just out there jerking off and doing evil shit and committing acts of sin. Which is just, to me, it's just like, really? Okay. Which is like, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. So, um, take your cameras, take your, take your cameras and just expose evil. We need to get this shit out of this planet. There's too much evil on this planet. There's a lot of good too. There is just as much good as there is evil. There's just as much evil as there is good. But the thing is that we have to get rid of the evil, the sinners. You know, why should we turn them around? Why should we go and help them? When they are just not going to choose to listen. They're not going to choose to listen to God. They're not going to do that. There's no point in going to them and sending them to some type of a service, which, all it's going to do is suck them, it's just going to suck their money dry. And it's not going to fix their issues. What we need to do is we need to, like I said, we need to televise it. And we need to put that certain thing in their brain that says, I'm not going to do evil anymore because that's the consequence. And I don't want that consequence because I'm afraid of death. Which you should only be afraid of God. You shouldn't be afraid of death. You shouldn't be afraid to die. Whether it's natural death or someone shoots you because you committed an act of evil, because that's your, shoots you as a punishment, not just commits murder. Committing murder, I don't condone murder. No one should do it. That is the highest thing on this planet that I truly hate, along with a whole host of other things in the same box. In box A. Really, the thing is just, if we just do that, you'll see that the world, will be better off. So I really want to stress that. The other thing is, take photos, take videos, take fun, do fun photos, fun videos, that teach people about things. Like, for instance, if you're good at cooking, do cooking videos. Teach people how to cook, great recipes. If you're a mechanic,